Good morning, y'all. How's it going? Welcome into the Keisa Joe Show. How everybody doing out there? We're live on TikTok now. We're live on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. We're good to go. How everybody doing this morning, man? Thanks everybody for joining in. I know you guys are here. And guess who's not here today, America? Guess who's not here today? The one and only Keisa. She's not in the building today. She should be joining us via some location. Said she was a little bit busy. You know, she's traveling somewhere. She had a last minute emergency, but I am here today on the Keisa Joe Show. So guys, come on in. Thanks for locking in with us. Hey, Rachel, how's it going? Hope you guys can hear me today. Got a lot of stuff to talk about right here on the show today. I got my coffee. We got some news to get into. Keisa's going to be joining us via Facebook and Instagram shortly, hopefully. We're trying to work that out. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing this morning, baby girl? You doing good? And also, we got Trent Richardson, former NFL player, superstar running back here in Birmingham, Alabama. Played for the Cleveland Browns. Also played for the Ravens. And also, I think he played for the Indianapolis Colts. So he's on his way, stuck in traffic. But anyway, guess what? You got the boy Joe Lockett right here on the Keisa Joe Show. How you guys doing this morning? And of course, we got the one and only nephew. He's behind the ones and twos, making sure everything happens. I'm doing good this morning. Kimberly, how's everybody going? Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, how y'all doing? We see you guys out there too. Now, today on the Keisa Joe Show, what we're talking about, a ring. Is a ring necessary? And also, when Trent makes it here, I got some questions to ask him about the 1%er since he make that kind of paper. We're going to be talking about that also, of course, in the daily show. But I want to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, here on social media, right? If you're sitting at home drinking your coffee with me, cheers. If you're at work and got me in your earbuds, hey, how you doing? Hopefully I don't get you guys in no trouble. But do me a favor if you can. Hit the chat button, hit the like button, hit the like button if you can. I would definitely appreciate it if you guys can hit the like button or share wherever you guys are. Share the video out there too. But I would love to talk about this right now when we're talking about, because summertime is coming up. And a lot of women, some women, a lot of men are going to be proposing, right, to their mates, ladies and gentlemen. And I got to ask you in 2024, America, right? Is the ring necessary? How big the ring is? If there's a certain diameter the ring needs to be, do the ring need to cost a certain amount? Number one. Number two, how soon should you buy a house when you get married? How soon should you buy a house when you get married, America? How soon should the house be? How soon should you buy the house when you first get married? I really want to talk about that because think about this. Hey, Tams, good morning. Hey, Wendy from Wisconsin. How you doing, baby girl? I'm speaking to my folks out there on TikTok. Hey, I guess they can hear me this morning. And y'all have to know that at the end of the day, the one and only, he's in the building. He's coming. He's going to mess up my show today. But at the end, anyway, it's going to be okay. Yeah, y'all know who he came on in. He messing up my fun sway here. Give me the microphone for him. Here's your microphone, so you can just clip it on anywhere you want to. Clip it on. Right there. There you go. What's going on, man?
Man, trying to get like you when I go.
Huh?
Trying to get like you when I go.
How you doing, man? And I ain't seen you in a minute. He's in the building, the one and only Trent Richardson. He's here. You made it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know,
And you on time. Because you know we sitting there like, me and nephew was sitting there like,
yeah,
I'm a lying nephew. Hey, wait a minute. Why all the lights come up when you pop on, bro? Man, look, you got the fresh cut. I ain't seen you in a minute. Man, you looking good. Yeah. Yeah.
Even want to go back and forward to
Hey.
Cleveland out.
That's what I said. He's the one who went out with my tight shirts. He's the one who gave me the nickname. You get the Cleveland all hanging out. Now look at him now. Talking about tight t-shirts, right? Look at this guy right here. You wanted the thing to drink, man, water and anything? Are you good? Okay, all right. You want a coffee or anything?
I'll get one in a minute.
Okay. All right, cool. No, we'll make sure you get a coffee. Make sure. I got this butterscotch salted coffee, bro. This thing here is 5. It's fire, bro.
Yeah.
It is fire. Tam said, "Hey Trent, Lord have mercy." Oh, they fawning over your ass already, bro.
How you doing?
She's probably. Oh my God, he's so fine. Hold on. Oh my God, he's so fine. Eat me raw yet. Well, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at that. He handsome. Listen, bro. Everybody on here. Oh my God, he's so fine. What's up, Trent? No. How's things going with you, man?
Pretty good, but I think we've been having a lot of family stuff, man. We have to get it's coming along.
Well, good.
Kids getting older.
How the little man doing?
Tearing it up.
Is it gonna be better than his daddy?
Yeah. I think both of them got a good chance.
Really?
Older son, with stuff that he's doing right now, maybe he didn't start on. Like sports, college type stuff. It's a lot of pros in the game.
Really?
Catch a ball one hand, back shoulders one hand, broken hand, no gloves. It's a pro. I don't feel like I can catch the ball without having gloves on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't get him. I can get him any type of glove it is.
Right.
He might put it on one hand.
Right.
For a quarter, he's gonna take it off.
And he can do that thing.
Man, listen, rain, sleet, snow.
What about that speed?
He run like he's from Florida. He got that Florida gene in him.
Right.
From Florida. And I'm talking about, I got a video of him and my son, my youngest son played in the game together. And my youngest son got hit in the back. So you hear my older son, who hit you in the back? Who hit you?
Right.
So we replay this play. It's TJ tracking a runner from way across the other side of the field until it starting to get up to go run.
Right.
TJ done ran him over from the back. You don't even realize.
Wow.
So the next play, he's looking for the guy.
Right.
Because all you hear is my son say, "Somebody hit me in my back." So he's being big brother.
Right.
Like that. So we replay the play. You done ran my baby over.
Wow. So you spending a lot of your time right now with grooming your kids?
Yeah, man, most of it. So I just had 2 proms. Toledo had to go to 2. We clapped.
I know how you use about your daughters, bro.
You know what? It's a big moment, man. Because I'm hard to get that.
Okay, now I gotta ask you this question, but let's go ahead and get into it since you're here. The great Trent Richardson, y'all. Y'all know Alabama, famous running back, NFL, former player, running through folks. He's in the building, y'all. So Trent Richardson, the former football player, NFL player. Gotta ask you this, sir. How's it is being a father, and then you got to watch your baby go to prom with another dude? Explain to us, America, like Trent.
Well, I've been trying to get my daughter to take me to the prom for a long time. I've been trying to get her. I asked her to the prom a couple times a day. I'm not taking no prom. I never got to do the prom when I was on.
Really?
I was always on college business.
Okay. So even in high school you didn't get to go to the prom?
Well, I went to prom my freshman year, but it wasn't.
I'm telling you, your senior prom, you didn't go.
I didn't go in my senior, junior, sophomore. I didn't go. On football stuff.
Okay.
And so having that, it's one of them situations to where you live in the moment that you want your daughter to have fun, want to be happy, and you're trying to do the most.
Right.
And that's their day.
Right.
To me, that's the next thing to a quote unquote wedding.
Right.
And so I've never had to experience that on the side.
Right.
I never experienced it on the front side anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still a young man having to ask somebody father or look.
Right.
Man, they had a beautiful time, man. It was actually right down here.
No, we can't let you get away from that. How did you do when he came into the house and he had to ask, can you take your daughter to the prom? What was that like, bro? Come on now.
It was different, man. It was different. I had the whole set up.
The bad boys? So who's always there?
And my brother was there. So
and they bigger than you. Your brother bigger than you, right?
My brother was 6'6".
Oh.
My other brother 6'4".
Yeah.
My dad was 6'7".
Right.
So I'm running the family. But it's so crazy because tell you what about football players, right?
Okay.
So we're in a group message. I send it out to all my boys. So we're going to the prom. I need everybody at the house.
Right.
Tell me why one of them say, well, at least he's going to Alabama.
Hey, Trent, get coffee behind you, bro.
You always got in trouble. Stuff like that. At least he's going to Alabama. But man, it was one of them things that, man, like, I know y'all think they're like between love and hate.
Yeah.
And so you know how Martin was like, I need you back here.
Right.
At 9.
Right.
9:01, no 9:02.
Right.
I gave them the 12 o'clock purchase. And that was sweat bullets for me, man. But they had a good time.
Really?
Man. It was just, they got beautiful pictures. They almost look like wedding pictures, bro. That's how good pictures.
But how did that make you feel, though, bro? Some other dude.
Yeah, bro. It's one of the things. So I had my daughter.
Okay.
So I and my daughter really grew up together.
Gotcha.
So seeing it and raising her at the same time, just to see my father, it's like panicking for real.
Yeah.
I want her to enjoy herself. At the end of the night, oh my God. We all know what
prom night is. Yeah.
It is what it is. That's the father, bro. That's the first thing that's gonna hit your head. Like, after parties, like what's going on? And I knew what we was doing when we was growing up.
Right.
It was just like one thing, like she is at that age now. You got to trust her for what you have taught her.
Wow. Wow.
I actually came back early, man. You know, they got to spend. We got to spend time together as a family. And man, his family did a beautiful job. Cameras there to make sure that he had the card, he opened the door for her, and all of other stuff. Man, the kid been ready.
He's a gentleman.
And I tell you what got my approval. My last approval. Went down to Coach Mike. And so Mike told him to go down there, man, go work out with him. Uncle.
Right.
We just did the road. He said, man, the kid is a good kid. He loved it. He come down there, work out hard. He's very respectful. Talk highly about your game. He's, how, Khalil, trying to make sure that she got, and I have to tell him, like, hey, you got to be able to be you.
Right.
Right. Worried about, what people saying about your success, and trying to lead him in a way because his dad played.
Right.
He played it hard. But trying to lead him in a way that he knows, hey, don't be, quote unquote, as people like to say, humble by your success, man. Appreciate your success. You have been through that. Nobody else has been through that.
Right.
Don't let nobody else put that in your way that it's your fault that you're having success. Because it is your fault because it's what you've done.
Right.
It's your fault that you had power. Everyone has his success, but it's gonna be your fault too when you're supposed to come and talk mess about you.
While we're talking about that, man, let's get into this because you said something I didn't even know, that you being a superstar running back, a football player, you didn't even get to go to your high school prom. So what is that like for a player like yourself when you started first getting recognized? Did you get recognized in elementary, middle school, or high school?
Well, man, I was always kind of like that guy. My first 2 years, I played offensive line. I was like 5 or 6. And after that, man, coach kind of really noticed like I could run the ball. We was playing a lot of football.
Right.
And we called him back and forth, called throw it up, bust them up.
Okay.
So it was really like ear man for that stuff.
Right.
In the middle. Some people say cheese or something like that, or they call it something else. So yeah, you grab the ball, you gotta make it happen. Yeah. You gotta make it like this. You gotta go score it. So coach team was like, man, you ain't never tried to run. I said, coach, I've been trying to play running back. We had some great players that was really good at the time. Shoot, I was on offensive line. That's how good they was. And it was my first 2 years playing. They finally let me go play running back, man. I had to feel 6. So, looking at it from that point, like I kind of always been that guy.
You've been that guy. So how is it being that guy, Trent?
It's tough, man. Like to be that guy that long.
Yeah.
Like I tell kids all the time, like I said, you got a long time to be man. But you got to keep stepping every year. Like you got to do something different. I was just telling the guys yesterday, like, bro, like y'all freshmen, y'all out here running like y'all been in school for years. But y'all got to come up with something different every year. Y'all just doing what we're doing here. Y'all
Right.
And if you want it, if you this is what you want to be your A to Z, because there ain't no B. You want this to be your A to Z. You gotta go all out. You gotta sell out everything. I was getting up at 4 in the morning. No, 3:30 in the morning, working out at 4 in the morning by myself.
Hold on, but were you doing that when you was in high school?
Yeah, I was doing that in high school.
Wait a minute, you was doing that in high school?
Sand dunes by myself.
Running sand dunes in high school?
North by myself. You know, the only people that was out there was my daughter and the person.
Really?
And their mom.
So you somebody 17 years old, you had that type of discipline. Because who was pushing? Was it your family, or you just knew you wanted it?
It was me, man. Well, I had a brother in college playing in Lockett. He played D.
Okay.
He would call me every morning, make sure I got up to school, make sure, you know, I was doing what I had to do. He was a big, you know, big on, you know, having the education, academics. So he made sure I got up every morning. Because if I wasn't, well, I get up every morning, but I would have to go to my mom raised the kids.
Okay.
And I was the youngest.
Okay.
Until she adopted my younger cousins. So I had to take them to school before I went to school.
Wow.
On top of having a child.
Wow.
So my mom worked a big job, and so I was like, I gotta help out sometime. So being able to do that, man, like, you look at life differently as you get older. Like, I don't know how my mom was doing. I don't know how I was doing at the time. People don't realize that we don't have time to go to the prom. We don't have time to go out with your friends and parties, stuff like that. So,
right.
You know, that's one of my problems. My daughter's 17. She's not had a child.
Right.
Both of my kids, I've made it to 15 and 16, and I had a child. My first child was 15.
Right.
So that's another smile on my face. My daughter was in the National Honor Society.
Wow.
Like a lot of people can't say that.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I could, you know, with that age, being on the National Honor Society.
How tough was it raising your daughter, being a superstar, all the pressure, and then still trying to be a dad? Did you fail in anything during that point in time, or you had a great support system?
No, it's not a book on how to be the person. You can never be the person, man. I think for me, it was a situation of just making sure that they had like everything that I did, and I had to realize too. The selling point for me was to make sure that I did. I used to always have conversations with me, and I used to always tell them I feel like a coward. Why you say that? Because I'm not there with my kids. My mom actually ended up in Birmingham. Okay. So my kids in Birmingham.
Oh wow.
While I was playing ball.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm used to seeing them every day.
Right.
I'm not seeing them every once in a moon.
Right.
So I would, me and my players would go home, go to Birmingham to, you know, go eat my mom and them just so I could go see my
kids. Right.
So I appreciate guys like that. Man, used to give me rides and stuff like that. Or used to come down with me, man. You know, they was eating. You know,
right.
At the same time, like they don't realize, like that was me spending time.
You needed it. Yeah.
I needed it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You around football so much, you need something to keep you light.
Right.
Man, it's difficult, man, trying to, you know, teach a girl, you know, women, you know, attributes like that.
Right.
I would never feel what she feels.
Right.
I mean, on certain levels. She would never feel like what I feel on certain levels. And so, like, having to realize, like, you got to be patient. You got to be, you know, sympathetic to a lot of different stuff. You got to watch your approach, you know, how you speak, how you talk to people. Man, I took women's study in college, bro.
Really? Wait a minute. Your big ass took what?
Women's study.
Okay.
We took women's study.
Okay.
Like, for me, that was to understand women. Wow. I knew it was going to be a day, but I get that phone call. I say that, you know, we had a daughter had an essay for it's that time. This, you know, and I finally got that, you know, question that call.
Okay. And what happened?
Bro, panicking, like, what the hell's going on with my daughter?
Right.
I got this call from school.
Okay.
All this time I've been trying to prepare my head for it.
Right.
At the same time, first thing come to my mind is who been missing my baby?
Right. Defense mode.
Right. That's what it is, man. You gotta protect the kids against it. So man, when I got that phone call, man, I just, you know, try to explain it to her, get my mama involved, and so man, we made it out good, man. And it was one of those situations like I'm gonna fit the pass out because I'm like, I don't know what to tell her. I don't want her to be embarrassed. Right. I don't want to be embarrassed because I don't know what to tell her. Right. Or, you know, what we're doing. Right. I can't go on the bathroom with her.
Right.
Gotta, you know, get a woman to touch with it. So it's conversations like that. It's the most difficult, but it's the most real thing you can have, especially with in the society. How you get approached. So, like, they're learning on the internet. Yeah. Like cyber is raising our kids. Right?
Man, I'm glad you brought that up, Because this is something that I'm really big on. To all our listeners, if you guys are locked in, the one and only Trent Richards, he's in the building, y'all. And we got a lot of stuff we want to get into, man. I want to talk about your kids. I want to talk about dating life. I want to talk about some Nick Saban stories if you got something that you would like to share. Some NFL stories. So we got a lot to think about. Y'all just like in here now. We're right here, the Filter Coffee Parlor right here on the south side, y'all. I want to thank the ownership here for having us here. I like the butterscotch coffee. It's on point, right? So yeah, he's in the building. He's talking about his daughter. He's talking about raising his kids, and what people don't realize is, when you become that superstar, you become that famous guy, right? You're on ESPN, you're on all the channels, you're doing all this big stuff, right? You're still a dad.
Yeah. And what people don't realize too, like the comments they make on ESPN, stuff they say about us on TV.
Talk about
that. That reflects our kids too. I mean, like that puts them through something too. They gotta go to school the next day.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta go be around their peers and stuff like that. So, like when we do our show, like even when y'all talking about you, y'all don't try to down nobody. Yeah. Like don't bring nobody down. You're gonna stay up. We have had plenty of conversations on certain stuff, and I asked you about, what do you think about this? Wait till you get out. Right. Before you put this out. Right. You don't want to be that reporter. You don't be that, that journalist that don't bring something else backfire. You don't know what's going on. Right. We didn't have a couple situations like that. And it's just like, I'm not trying to, quote unquote, take the guy, but we're trying to put the right story out there. Hey, these guys, at the end of the day, you can come through this good or bad. Right. Life goes on. And this stuff right here might be a week worth of people that's going to come at you left or right. Mm-hmm. But, when it comes to kids, how do you explain that to them? Especially at an early age like that. Like I had early in my career, my kids were really young. Mm-hmm. So with them, hearing the story, going back, my kids got on both sides. Like, my kid's uncle is Rakishi. And so the Uso twins are his son. I grew up with them. Right. Roman, his real name is Joe. Right. Right. At the World Heavyweight Championship for like 2 or 3 years or something like that. He just lost the rest of it. But like, growing up on that side too, like they got it on both ends. So it's hard for them, man. Like they can't get out the spotlight no matter what. But one thing I've learned, put inside them, that you gotta make an act for yourself. Whether you want to be low key or whether you want to, big into the news or whatever, or even if you don't want it like that, man, like you gotta make your own identity. And they come into themselves, man. Like my boys got it early. My girls are still, coming along. They're finding a way, and they just, man, they're taking their time and they're doing life.
Question for you, because I really want to get into this part here. You said that it affects the kids. When your kids heard bad stuff about Trent Richardson, of people talking bad about their dad, how did you handle that, and how did they handle that, and what was that conversation like between your kids and the dad? Because they had to go to school and stuff like that. What was that like?
You just gotta love on them. You gotta love on them. Like conversations. There's some bad people out there, but there's a lot of people who don't know. You know me. You know what we do here. You know how hard I work. Yeah. You know how hard me and your mother work. So in between all that, you can't make the haters get to you. You can't retaliate. I was looking at something this morning. And me and Christy, Coach Saban, are real close. And I remember the stuff that she used to do when we was in school. She used to always ask, like, how do you put up with them? And, like, it was hard for her because Christy, she would go at you. Like, even now, like, she still, she'll post stuff and it'd be like something silently. You got to read it to understand it. Right. That, she coming back at
subliminal.
Yeah, she don't hold back. Right. But, like, for my daughters, like my youngest daughter, she is a firecracker. She, she ain't gonna mess with nobody. If you get on her bad side, she gonna come at you. Right. My older daughter, she's more polite. She gonna, she'll try to, be quiet. My youngest daughter, she ain't playing no game.
She ain't playing the fiddle with nobody.
No. And that's good, man. Because I got 2 different personalities, man. So I love it because one fire, one cold. One night and one day. And they keep each other level. Wow. Yeah, man, they keep each other like I got mother figure. I ain't gonna say mother figure, but I got grown young women in my house. When I know I'm gone, or like kids need something, my oldest daughter, she's driving. I know that them kids are they
Right.
take care.
Right.
Bro, I have no complaints when it comes to kids. Man. Like, that was the best thing to have my daughters.
You know, it's a beautiful thing, man. When we have this conversation, people think, we're gonna be talking about a whole lot of other stuff, but to hear this side of you about how proud, the whole conversation we talking about your kids, right? And how proud you are as a father and you raising your kids, man. That is a beautiful thing to have because people don't understand. You're a single dad now, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Without, because you was the single mom.
Yeah.
How much help were you getting as the single dad? You know what I'm saying? Do we get the same privilege that the mama get?
No, we don't. We don't.
Talk about it, Trent.
Even when I went down to the courts, folks came to me, they was like, Rich, I'm gonna be fair with you. Never had a dude come down here with all the paperwork or all this different, stuff that you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kept sending me to different buildings, sending me straight to different offices. Like they didn't know how to respond to what I had.
Right. Wow.
As a man.
Right.
If it was a woman,
simple.
It was a man, they didn't know how to respond to it. And it was just like one of them situations like bro, like I'm doing everything that y'all want me to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, keep sending me to this spot. Right. Keep sending me back to this spot. Like, what is it? Am I going to be able to take care of my kids as a father? Mm-hmm. One that they know. Not saying that they don't know their mom, but at the same time, like, this is what it is. Mm-hmm. Whatever happened in our relationship, this is what it is. Yeah. And I've always had them around me and my family.
Question. Now, if I'm getting too personal, you can tell me kiss your ass, but I want to ask you this question, bro. What made you say, I am going to be present and I'm going to make sure my kids are going to be with me? Because a lot of guys, that what you do, bro, we know this story. They baby daddies, they pay the bill, but they ain't present. What made you, especially at that young age, having all the success, having the women, having the money, having everything you needed, but you knew then that you wanted to be a father? Where did that come from and what was that like?
My mom, man. Like my mom, seeing her go through what she did, watching her like pull out Christmas, pull out Thanksgiving, birthday parties and stuff like that. Like I don't know how she did it. Not ever having a man around. Like I've never seen my mom again. I've never seen her.
Ever?
Never. Like I might have met my dad maybe 2 or 3 times in my life. So I've never got to see that side. I've seen my mom with, her different boyfriend or something like that.
Did that make you want to be a better father?
And I'm not. One thing I appreciate about my mom, she never taught it.
Please, man, please say that again. Your mama never taught.
Never taught down.
Wow.
Even my dad was deathbed. My mom has told me to tell him if you need somewhere to go. He always got me a point.
Right.
When I was one of the sins. I never really got to know him, but I was there every day on his deathbed.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get to know him. I wanted,
Yeah.
We didn't know it was going to go that far, but it was just, the time went down, it was.
Right.
But she never kind of talked, and I respect my mom for that because you never know who it is. Mm-hmm. And most of the time, bro, it's just the problem. We fight against each other, and we forget the whole problem, and it turns into something that's way different. Wow. Yeah, wow. Like, relationships are ruined so much of a 30-second problem that can be fixed or can be worked on, and we throw it out the window because of a 30-second argument or disagreement that we don't agree on. Yeah, I might be saying the same thing. Right. So, I respect my mom for that, man. For me to be a single father doing it, like the other side of it, like we see the women. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't get enough credit as men, too. There's a lot of men in the household who don't get credit. Yeah. We don't never get no pat on our back. Right. I tell my kids all the time, hey, I don't get it. And they'll probably get it when they get out of the house. My daughter said something long ago. Mm-hmm. It was a couple of years ago, and I didn't really realize that she was watching. It's amazing what they see, right? Yeah. So, this young lady was talking about eating food or something they ate for lunch. And it was, she was talking about their metabolism and stuff like that. In our household, my dad don't allow us to eat pork or something like that. Or, my dad make us drink a lot of water. It was something like that. Right. He was just like, oh, you do know this. And you listen. You get it. Yeah. And this whole time, I didn't think that you cared for this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it be stuff like that that makes me doing something good.
Right.
She get it. It ain't, me just being dad and being disciplined. It's more of a, a routine. It's a process. Like, you say you want to be something fine, let's go work out. Right. I tell my kids that all the time, like, bro, this is what y'all want to have with somebody. And we had this conversation, because they're getting older, they're teenagers. Like, you want to be something, well, you got to work out. You just ain't going to be able to something fine just looking at the mirror. Right. So you got to put something in. When you look at that mirror, you say, okay, do I look like my best self, or this is what I want to look? Right. This is what I want to do. Right. You can't, get mad when you get on social media and see somebody else or don't like a picture. Right. You think that should be for you. Right. No, but you don't have to put it out there as if you have to have no clothes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Respect yourself in a way and put it out there that you're bad with clothes up. You're bad with a degree. You're bad because you're a beautiful mindset. Right. So that's what I try to teach you, man, as a father figure. I've been that guy on that. I've been that guy.
So let's get into it. So dating, when you was going, let's say when you got to Alabama, when you got there, right? You was that guy. I was at one working with Nick Saban, the GOAT. He has retired. Yeah. Let me back up. He retired now. How do you feel about that?
For me, man, it was about time. It was due time for him. I knew he was going to retire. I didn't know it was an issue. I knew it was coming up. I think we had this conversation. I think that transfer for him was just too much. Like, I can't even be intimate with these guys. I can't even, make these guys and make these guys believe in themselves and be at their full potential, bro. Like, don't get it in 1 year. A lot of people don't get it in 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? They get to school. A lot of people don't get it in 2 years. Like Rich, I don't think Richie played into his junior year. Junior or senior year, he went off that year.
But he was that guy.
But even with that, like, I only had 1 year as a starter. Like, so having a year with a winner as a freshman, even when he was a sophomore, but I was a freshman at the time. I was a part of it, helping him get there, but it was a situation where I had to learn. Nick used to always challenge the mindset. Nick had said something to me one day, and I didn't get it at the time. He said, I can play like a second string runner. I'm balling at the time. I got 6 touchdowns in 2 games. I might have had 9 touchdowns in 3 games. And Mark had just came back. Mark was hurt. I started the first 2 games against Penn State, and I think San Jose State. I was doing my thing, man. Mark came back, and the coach was trying to push me to a different level. I said, don't let Mark come either. That's not you. Right. Stay on his tail. Right. Make sure he know he got to work for it. Because at the end of the day, coach has always been fair. Like, Mark doesn't have, how can you not play him next year? Even though I'm having a great year. Right. But it still worked hand in hand because that 1-2 punch was, even better. Right. But being around a guy like Nick, he challenged that mindset. Even the coaches. Now, he on his coaches more than his players. So the coaches should have the players prepared. Right. Like, and don't run away from coaching.
He's a good leader.
Great leader. Great leader. And it's crazy because offensively, we don't really see him as much as the defense do.
Really?
Yeah, we don't see him as much as the defense do. But he knows every play. Every player that's supposed to be doing, every position. He watched every play for the player. He watched every. I don't know how he does it.
I used to always
see 22 players at one time.
Right.
So I'm like, Coach, you sit there and diagnose this play 22 times to watch every player, you know what I'm saying? Like, he does it so perfect to where, like, he'll say something to me like, Coach, like, you just ran this. Like, how did you know? You way down there. Like, he had too many eyes on his head. Right. Whatever he got. Right. He one of them guys, bro, that never let nothing slip past him. He always never let you cry. And what I mean by that, like, he never let you get comfortable or satisfied with just being comfortable. He was more of a get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Like, and one thing about Nick, a lot of people didn't like his approach. Okay. But his approach was always on point for the people who needed it. Like, I needed a leader to show me the way. I needed a guy to show me how to lead my household like that. First, a lot of stuff I use right now in my household.
Yeah, right.
And so stuff like that, bro, like that's the type of leader that I want. I want to impact the people, not just as a coach. I want to impact the people as in life too, bro, because that's when I can say that, man, I got a real coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not, oh, I work for you. Oh, we work together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you're playing this game of football, and when you get to, the next level of professional, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to call you coach. If I can't call you coach, I call you by your first name. We just work together.
Can you still call Coach Saban now here and you have contact with him? Can you still talk to him?
I actually just talked to him the other day. He was actually talking about Talia coming to school.
Right.
So, yeah, coach, you getting old. He looked at me, started smiling, and Terry bust out laughing. But Coach Saban has always been in contact with me. Like,
wow.
A lot of his players got jobs somewhere coaching. A lot of his, coaching staff, guys, offensive defense coordinators. Like, you see guys that was GAs in our school. To my guys, get our tape. That's head coach. Like, Bill Napier, like, he was a guy who used to hold the door for us. Used to get the tape. Now he's hit Florida.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, push the ball down there in Miami. Like, you got guys that's big time guys that wasn't even on the board.
Before we bring Keisa, I want to ask you just one last question about Nick Saban. Well, Alabama. What do you think they're going now? Is it going to be a learning curve with them without the coach there? Are they going to still be that top team, or it's going to be a little bit different?
I want to say all three. What you just said, it's going to be a learning curve.
Right.
It's going to be a top program, and it's going to be some pieces that they're going to have to fix. Everybody, when you come in, you got to have your guys. You come in, you got to run your program at the same time. Like, do you break the wheel over here? Like, do you, reinvent the wheel over here? It's already set in place. It's been winning for years now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, I got to be able to improve.
Go ahead.
It's crazy because you get guys that's come from Washington. I'm not saying that the program is not as big, and we know, the history of Alabama. Like, it comes to a place like Alabama, like, we didn't make us all Memphis. Like, they're real big eyes.
Right.
And so we don't want guys that's not been around our program to be fanned out.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that these guys are going to be able to handle it. I don't know what's the timetable on it. I just know, Bama fans, man, they've been so spoiled for so long.
Right, that part.
The like, do they even have enough time if they don't?
The expectation is big, bro.
Yeah, it's almost a lose-lose situation.
He walking into a no-win situation, bro.
Because if you win, they're gonna say, "Oh, you want to do
Yeah,
everything."
and if you lose, you ain't
Nick. Not coaching.
Now, right there, if you were at Alabama, Nick Saban retired, and you still there
as a player,
yes. Do Trent? Everybody want to know, bro. I'm asking the question. People want to know, right? Because they got their kids there in these situations, and if you don't want to answer that question, okay. So, if it was you there and Nick Saban left and a new coach came in, Trent Richardson, would you stay or leave?
It depends. Like, does his program fit? Like, do we do some of the things that match my running style or my athletic ability? Are you going to be able to push me to the next level? If not, then my time is due here. Because I didn't come to play for you. I came to play for Coach. His running back coach. Whoever was running me would be Coach Burns.
Right.
Coach Burns gone. That's a real possibility. I'm gonna try to go to where he's going.
Right.
If he's still coaching. Because Coach Burns is the guy who you spend all the time. That's your coach.
That's your coach.
That's your guy. That's your coach. That's your disciplinary. That's your, next thing to a father.
He's that running back coach.
He's the running back coach.
Gotcha.
So for me, man, if my son, if I was a player, I probably would leave if the program don't fit me. And if I can't be, like, say if I'm Jalen Monroe, I stay.
Okay.
Because it's going to fit around. They got to fit it around him.
He's a quarterback.
And a guy at the offense. If I'm some of these running backs, I have to see. Because are you going to be able to run downhill? Are we going to be able to have, offense going to make me more successful? Did we run the ball good last year as a team? It was okay. Can we be more dominant? Yes. So can you bring this dominant back to the game or get back to a pro-style offense like we need to be down here? Because a lot of guys that got the backfield right now need to run down here instead of being on the shot. Like, do they understand that part of it? So that it's going to take them watching from you, my end, as a player. But as a father right now, man, it's tough, man, because at the end of the day, it's like my kids' future in their hand now. I know what this guy was. I know what we're going to do with Nick Saban. I don't know your record or your track. And maybe I, as a father, I have to study up on it and ask around or, it's tough for me to tell my son to stay and he's not comfortable or he's not going to get the best coaching or not even saying that he's not going to get the best opportunity. Wow. Yeah. I love Bama to death, man, but at the same time, man, I got to do what's best for my kids.
All right, guys. You guys heard it from Trent Richardson. All right, you guys are locked in. We're here at the Filter Coffee Parlor right here on the South Side with the one and only Trent Richardson, my man, my friend. I call him my brother. But y'all know something. She decided to finally find her way to the show. The one and only Keisa, my co-host, she's traveling right now, but she has made her way here. And Trent, she got some questions for you, but you can't see her, but you're going to be able to hear her. Keisa, welcome. How's it going, baby girl? Can you hear? Keisa, you there?
Let's see. I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay. How's it going? Hey, Trent.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, we met a long time ago, Trent, at a Regions event. I know that you shake hands and kiss babies and all that kind of stuff. So I know you may not remember that particular time, but hey, Bama alum. So hey, got you right here, honey. Got you right here.
Yeah. I think I know exactly what you're talking about for the classic weekend. I think that's what we meant.
Yeah. For the Regions Classic weekend, I walked up to you and said, "Hey, will you take a pic?" So we were there at different time frames. Like you're so much younger than me. I graduated in '95, but you know what I mean. Just to be on that campus and to be an alum, man. I don't know if people really know, how awesome that experience can really be.
Yeah, I don't think people will ever know. They got to really get the experience. I didn't realize how big Bama was when I was in high school until I actually came up here and got the feel of it. The first time my mom got up here, she was ready to fight the whole, the fan base because they run up to me because they want to autograph my mom. She on the fence mode. She's trying to protect the baby. So that was one of those moments that we sit back and laugh at, but my mom was ready for war.
So, Keith, what's the question, Mama?
Trent, well, my thing for Trent is, can I just quickly say, Trent, you can fill in for me anytime when I need to come out of town, and handle some business in another city. I'm loving the vibe that you have there.
And Trent,
huh? What you say? You don't, Joe. You don't want any hard next to you. So I have a question for Trent. Trent, you're in the hot seat today, and all of our ladies have questions about relationships and all that kind of stuff. And Joe, if you ask this, please forgive me, please indulge me. But Trent, what I want to know is how challenging is it to have a meaningful relationship when you are in the status of being an NFL player and everyone knows you, you're a nationwide, heck, worldwide name. How challenging can it be to really establish a good relationship, having a celebrity relationship?
It's tough. I tell you that it's tough. Especially if you're dating somebody at your stature, like far as a celebrity, because you're scheduled, right? But I actually was able to have a successful relationship that we just kind of just walked away because it kind of wasn't. It wasn't just right for us at that time. But far being able to understand, that was the easy part of it. Because we understood each other's role and what each other had far as business wise. And I didn't know how much business at the time I had because I was still playing. But as far as that, with I ain't gonna say a regular person, but just being with somebody that's not in that spotlight, it's difficult because sometimes people don't get it, and I think sometimes when they do get it, it's almost like they're just trying to go with the flow. And don't know how to really kind of pop out and find yourself in your relationship. And I think people get the sense of not being reassured enough from the guy that's in the spotlight, because to them it's just me and you, but to everybody else, to that person in the spotlight, it's just me and you. But to them, it might be you and all your temptations, and now I got temptations because I'm your significant other, right? And so it's one of them type of things where you kind of gotta balance it out, where it's like you still make that person feel important to you. But at the same time, that person got to be understanding too. Like maybe I have, forgot or slipped my mind a couple of times to say, appreciate you, or thank you for doing this, or thank you for being on my side. But to find genuine love, it's tough nowadays, especially even with social media. It's hard to find genuine love nowadays. I think it grows on you for sure. This love at first sight stuff now, I don't know how real that is now, because I can see Beyonce and me like, it's love at first sight. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's never gonna work out. Right. We don't know each other. We just trying to go along with the flow. Right. Beyonce,
and I'm not gonna let you get away with that, right? Yeah. You already know I'm not gonna let you get away with it. You ain't gonna call on this show right now, and because I'm going in, dog. Okay, so you are the famous running back Trent Richardson, running down here, running over people.
Yeah.
Okay. You got games every week or every other week. You got a girl at home. You're going to different cities. Girls is waiting for the Trent Richardson in the hotel rooms. They got your name up and everything, right? You got people gonna hook you up. Come, let's be real now. This is a girl that you're dating, right? Let's talk. How does that really work out in a relationship when you sing and you ain't put that ring on her finger quite yet, bro? How are you making her comfortable? How are you actually managing that? Because if you ain't taking on the road everywhere with you, because some of y'all got different girls in different area codes. When you go to different cities, they're waiting on you. Okay, you know how to think already set up. So how does that really work at the guys? I'm gonna say you're that 1%er. You got love at home, but you got love in the streets too. So how does that really work, bro? Talk to us.
It's tough, man. Like I said, there's temptation, bro. Because back in the day when you used to date, you be somebody at church or somebody in the neighborhood. Now you can go look at somebody away from, Bangkok, and she can be the baddest thing in the world. So inbox her, But I think now, man, when you talk about physical there, you get these temptations of the women that's around, even influenced by other stuff too, man. It's tough, bro. Like I can't. It's not really a recipe for it. But you got to be
see how that see how.
Trent, don't let him. But Trent,
he's being diplomatic.
He is being diplomatic.
Listen,
Trent, let me ask you a question. Do you want to find true love? And y'all, listen, let me go ahead and tell you, if the doctor comes in, I may have to dip out of the show and you all carry it. Not for me, but for somebody else. But Trent, do you want to find real love? Because I know it's challenging out there. I must have him, because Trent, you start rubbing your face when the questions get tough. But do you want to find love? I think that's that's the big question. Do you want to?
Yeah, I definitely think everybody wants to find love.
Yeah.
But I don't think everybody here has that. For me, I definitely want to find love and be that guy. Because I'm at the age now to where I've done so much life, and I've been like this for a long time. I don't really go out. It's just really me and the kids, and I kick it with them. And I do stuff on the weekend, like me and Joe nephew, we go bowling all the time. Like, that's fun for me. Yeah. I'm still the guy that like to go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more old school than anything. But for me, I've always had to have. I won't say had to have, but I always had a woman to keep me out of trouble, keep me out the streets, to keep me humble, and to stay at my tail when I, as far as having my head down. Like I needed somebody to encourage me. Like I needed that, that dream. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I'm going to, find my dream. I'm going to have my dream when it comes. But I definitely think, finding that, that right soulmate, bro, is very hard to come these days. I don't know if I can believe in a soulmate now.
Wow.
Unless we grew up together. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've said this before.
Yeah.
You
gotta be just high school. You know
yeah. But you grew together. Yeah. Because you understand.
Yeah, like you gotta be able to understand, and you can find that, 25, 30 years down the road, but whatever it is, like all y'all compatible enough to where y'all can stay in the household together, not just be busy.
Yes.
Like something different too. So
yeah,
for me, man, like I'm definitely down. Listen, I'm a lover, man. Like I love women. So,
let me ask you this question, man. Okay, so with that being said, being a celebrity like you are, what does love for you actually look like? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always talking about on the show, me, nephew, Keys, we always talking about you guys are different. It ain't about the money, right? What do you need from a woman if you're going to marry her or look at her in that manner? What do guys like you with the paper, with the house, with the cars, everything you need, what do you want in a woman?
I think for men, bro, it's simple, man. Like we need respect. We need the humbleness. Like we like
humbleness meaning what?
Like humble us.
Okay,
like,
humble.
When I mean humble us, like the genuine come from like when you see me wearing something that I shouldn't be wearing, like these click clacks, these knee knockers, I'm thinking that's the new trend. Baby, that ain't. Tell me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe we'll put some lotion on.
Okay.
It's stuff like that, like the genuine of the relationship is to keep it real with me, no matter what. Even if I'm the type of person to where like, hey, somebody try to holler at you today, hey, let me know what's going on. So maybe I need to step up and give you more confidence. Right. Maybe I need to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you haven't been hearing that from me. Maybe I don't realize I haven't been saying that, doing this type of like I'm a learner. Like, but I'm more one of those guys who loves to satisfy. Okay. I'm that guy who loves to please, and I'm not going to please you with guilt stuff. I'm pleasing you through the wisdom, the time. I'm pleasing you through the protection. I'm pleasing you through the mindset. Other than just I'm gonna go gift you a car. I'm gonna go gift you this Louis bag. I'm gonna go get. You know what I'm saying? That's to me. That's not. Some people love. They got the 5 languages. They got the love language. Some people love that type of stuff. It's not me.
Right.
Never been.
So how does a woman attract the Trent Richardson?
That mindset. If you got that mindset, that mind can build.
Wow.
Onto my legacy or to our dynasty that we're trying to build here, our household. Like you got me. Like you listen. And then of course, you got that in that bedroom.
Well, wait, what did Trent say?
That ain't gonna work.
What did he just say?
You heard what he said. He said the bedroom action ain't good. You ain't gonna be there for long.
Okay, Trent. Okay, so let's talk about that. I think guys make a lot about the bedroom action and want the women jumping on poles and all that kind of stuff. But after a while, doesn't that wear out? Because y'all can get that anywhere. And what if she is beautiful here, but she may not be the type to, dance on poles at the house and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's part of the problem because of Instagram, because we see these women who are dancing and fantasy, giving y'all the fantasy, but she ain't got nothing up here. That's all she know how to do. So I'm saying if you don't have that, is she automatically disqualified?
No, you talking about, you said guys. You didn't say men. You said guys. Real men don't care about this. Like we, don't even go to the strip. I'm gonna be real. I can go if my brothers don't want to go. There's been some years I've been to a real strip club.
Mm-hmm.
But I think nowadays, man, they got that stuff so out on the internet. You can just look up a couple pictures and you can get, you can go get a like from someone, like something.
Yeah.
But I don't think for home base, not nothing men that really know themselves and that can speak, that can handle themselves as a man. That's not nothing we into. Right. We enjoy ourselves, having fun, with each other, like far as me and my mate. But other than all that jumping on the post, all that stuff is overrated.
Yeah, and I think, and I truly think that I think I think what Keith is saying, and I don't want to take words out of her mouth, but it's about making sure that you're satisfied in the bedroom, y'all compatible. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people do think that you need the extravagance in the bedroom, but you're saying it's not even that. And I agree with you. It has never been that. But because you are a guy that's providing everything for them, I think some women think that they have to do a lot more than the average girl because, you bring so much to the table for them. And I think what you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, is that I'm just a man. And if I hear you saying one thing correctly, I want the woman who don't see Trent Richardson, football player. I want a woman who see me, Trent Richardson, the man. And that's tough for you to find because you don't know who that is because they know that you are Trent Richardson, the celebrity football player. So that's tough for you to find love. Sure. Okay.
Is your focus mainly on your kids and not on anyone right now, or are you focused on both?
Oh no, it's both. I mean, first and foremost, it's gonna always be my kids, right? But women too, like real, like that woman, it gotta be, equal service because if not, you're gonna be out here alone. And that bed get real lonely at night.
Bring everybody in because this is what I want women to understand, Trent. It's not that you can't have somebody there, right? It's who you have there.
Yeah. And
that part right there, bro.
You're right about that. You cannot just especially if you just here to have a good time.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a hotel room and all that.
Yeah. Can't bring you to the house.
Yeah. That comes to the house stuff like being around the kids, being around the base, like you can't let every spirit in your house. Period.
No.
Like you gotta have you definitely for me, like I can't have anybody around my kids. Like I cherish my babies like it was my last breath. Like I'm trying to fight like I'm drowning. That's just me.
Wow.
And I'm always put them first. And if as a parent, I'm not just talking about as a man, parent. If you have these kids and you don't put them kids first, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Period. Like it ain't no way in hell that you not put kids first. Now you with your woman or your mate, you let them know that hey, these kids gonna always be first. You're not going to match that type of energy, that type. You're gonna bring that same energy to me. We're not going to be able to be successful. I'm not going to be able to look at you the same.
Have you had a problem with women liking you, but you seen or you felt the energy that and these kids is sort of kind of dampening their style with you?
I don't want to say kids was dampening their style.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been in a situation where they didn't understand because they didn't have kids that my kids gonna always come first. So me going out of town all the time, taking all these visits, across the border and stuff like that. Like, I can't do that all the time. And if I do it, I'm not the person that's gonna put it all on social media.
Right.
I don't have to show the world that I'm having a good time with the person that I love and I choose to spend that time.
Right.
But for me, like I don't think I ran into the part to where somebody thought about themselves so much that that we couldn't get along because of my kids. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't had many people around my kids to even. That's good. You know what I'm saying? To be like, now I will ask my kids like, how do you feel about it?
I think that's good.
Oh yeah, because you gotta have that talk. And my kids at the end, you gotta have that talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm putting anybody, my kids, they gotta be able to parent my kids at the same time. Get in their tail at the same time, but also be here for them.
Right.
It might be something that I'm not doing, or I'm not, I don't get.
Right.
Especially with having girls, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or with me being such a father figure for my boys, they might need somebody just to give them a hug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not just finding anybody for that.
Ooh. 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 I guess y'all ladies heard that.
So Joe, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the call, okay? If you don't mind, we need to have Trent Richardson back because we need to expound on some of this conversation, like because so you hit on so many heavy points that I don't even think we can touch on today. Like I don't think the people understand the gravity of you saying I don't want every woman in my house because I don't want to expose my children to all of those spirits because people bring something with them every time you engage in a relationship with them, really every time you sleep with them, if you want to really get deep about it, but they bring something there and that positively or negatively affects your children. Being a father who is focused on his kids and, is saying in a relationship, you got to come alongside me with this, with my kids. It can't just be all you and I. So, I mean, there's so many topics that we just, we can't delve into, but we want you to come back. And I'm being sincere about that. Go ahead and put us on your calendar for May.
Whenever y'all listen, my brother got my number, man. Whenever y'all ready, man, I'm here.
Okay. We want you to come back. Huh?
You got anything else, Keisha? You good?
I'm good. I know you all are getting ready to wrap up. But like I said, Trent, I'm gonna let you even co-host. In fact, when you come in, the next time you come, Trent, I may just even get out of the way and let you two talk for a little while and then come back. And when I feel like y'all have too much of this little brotherly stuff going on, I'm gonna get in the middle and break it up. But I think you've done a wonderful.
Yeah, you just co-host our show, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate the piece.
You're welcome. I'll see y'all later, Joe. Thank you for holding it down for me today while I had to go out of town. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye.
I love you too. All right. I appreciate that. Y'all know that was the other half of you. This is my sister Keith, man. Real talk, man. I appreciate you do because I want to respect your time. I do appreciate you coming out. But some question I always ask our celebrities when they come on the show. All right. It's a few small things I want to know about the Trent that I don't even know. All right. It's simple. It ain't anything. Oh, and before I get into my questions, here's a funny story. I need two things before we get out of here. We went bowling, right? And we got there bowling. We doing our thing. Well, being around him, and I think nephew can attest to this, we get protective of this dude for whatever reason, right? Y'all see how big he is. He don't need me. But he was out with his family, he was out, right? And people was trying to get him to take a picture, right? And so when people came up, they were like, I'm like, yeah, right? And they were like, can you take a picture, right? But they got too close. What happened, Trent?
You talking about head of security on the real friend. Look at my dad. You was in there getting off the line of screaming.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. But it just came naturally, right? Because with him, right? You seen quite a few folks coming towards him, right? And I'm like, yo, and I don't know if it was even for him, but more part so for his kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first time I was around him, and then all that stuff started happening. So people are very protective of you. I mean, because you're so protective, the world is protective of you too. And I want to thank you, number one, for your friendship, because people don't really know how many you met. You was talking trash on the radio.
Yeah.
Right?
Talking trash on the radio, man. And
I heard it.
Yeah, he heard it. He came in and I said, come on, let's get it. And it's like, bro, since then, like, man, he's been a mentor to me in the radio game, man. Just like even on the business part, like, showed me some stuff, bro. Like, I cannot repay, even contracts, how to myself, what to say, what not to say, how to come in between breaks and whatnot, and how to use certain subjects and how to fit it to where it's not always looked down as a negative thing.
Right.
You showed me the good and the bad of the business part of it, and it was just like one of the things where I went through it and I had to go through it. I had to do certain things, and they were like, you know what? Joe said this. Let me go in back and ask him something else. So I won't have to go do another stuff and backtrack once again.
Right.
So man, I appreciate you for that, man. Like, bro, you have been a big brother,
man. You know, you say that, bro, but that was just, you know, that's just who I am as a person. But you allowing, you know, there's certain people who don't even want the knowledge or, you know, the information. You Trent Richardson, right? So, bro, I don't really need you. You get on Instagram and stuff like that, bro, hundreds of people come on for you, right? But, you know, you were willing to listen to, okay, bro, this is here, but fine tuning, right? And I just said, hey, bro, you know, you may want to think about this, you may want to think about this, and I just gave you a thing of how to look at it. But what I love about you most is that you started to share behind the scenes with me what it was to be you.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. You started to share behind the scenes because I never knew at the level. I saw Trent Richardson, but I never saw the man. Right? So I knew you, I think you was a good guy, you was cool, but I never knew the man. And then when I saw you with your kids, I saw the father. I don't see that Trent Richardson anymore, right? I see you, right?
You see Trent.
I see Trent. Yeah, I don't see Trent Richardson anymore. I don't see Trent Richardson anymore. I see Trent now. You know what I'm saying? So I respect his time. I know he's busy. I know he have a lot of stuff to do. But one thing I can say about you, man, the interview you did today, I think it's been eye-opening for our audience. Number one, thank you for being a great Black father and setting an example of what a man should look like in their kid's life, regardless of the situation what happened with their mom. You have set the standard of what this should be, and at a high level too. And that's honorable for me, bro. I thank you. I learned from you because I have not been a great father. You have been a better father than I have to my kids. I have 2 daughters. Live in Japan, people know my story, but learning from you and watching you do things and the passion that you do it with, you was a better father than me, bro. You was at a high level. I'm trying to get there, and I put my kids to the side. You said, damn, all that. I'm going to be at a high level and be a father at the same time. You did that. I didn't. So I have to say, bro, I learned a lot from you that I'm like, man, I need to do better with my daughters. And because of you, I'm closer to my daughters. And because of you, my daughters are actually coming here in September. And I would love for them to meet you when they do come. Yeah. Yeah. So I thank you also. Now to these last few questions, I'm going to let you get back to your day. All right. So I got about 4 questions. Trent, what is your favorite food?
Oh, that's so man. It's so much good food. You know what, man? I like hibachi.
Hibachi?
I like hibachi.
Okay.
I got turned on to that when I was younger. And I went to a restaurant from my godparents. My godparents are white.
Okay.
Went to a restaurant from my godparents, and it was, you know, showing me all this different stuff, and it was ordering food. I didn't know how to order.
Okay.
I didn't know what some of this stuff even meant.
Right.
So learning from them and tasting that food the first time, bro, it was just like, what in the hell have I done?
Right.
This is when I was in high school. I think it might have been my freshman year. It might have been my first touchdown in high school.
Right.
I mean, it took me out, bro. I've been going to Japanese steakhouse any chance I get. I'm trying to get.
That's why we so close together, because you know my kids from Japan.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
Like of all time.
Of all times, Trent Richardson's favorite movie.
I'm gonna have to go with Life.
Life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then nothing more funny than Ryan and Clay. I mean Claude.
Okay.
Ray and Claude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole cast though.
Yeah.
That whole cast. They don't make movies.
They
don't make movies like that no more.
Yeah.
But like we really need to get back to that. I think, you know, stuff that Eddie Murphy and Martin have done in the industry, though, like you can always learn. All those guys that was in there, those came from either Martin when he's doing comic views.
Yep.
Or Eddie Murphy when he's on his tours, and they, you know, or SNL when he was on SNL. Like,
right.
Like that stuff right there, bro, it starts with them, like in our community. So it was something that, you know, loving that movie. And it was something that college we got to everybody talk about it. This movie gonna be talking about, you know, that Harlem Nights. Those my favorite too.
Yeah. What is the one sound that annoys the hell out of you? One sound. One sound. You hear, be like, ugh.
I had to say the fire alarm.
The what now?
That fire alarm.
The fire alarm?
Yeah, the fire alarm.
Which one when it goes off when it
You tell me the smoke detector.
Yeah, no.
You talking about fire alarm?
I'm talking about fire alarm.
Okay.
That smoke detector too. It gets to the feelings are high. I'm like, how the hell? Boy, you got so many smoke detectors around, you can't find
The one that's doing it.
that hits my nerve.
Yeah.
You can't find that.
So the chirping of a smoke detector there. Okay. And last question here, y'all, with Trent Richardson. I'm going to ask him this question. I really want to know his answer on this. If you were not able to be a NFL running back player, what other job would you have wanted to do?
It's crazy as my answer changed, right? So when I was younger, I wanted to be a math teacher.
Wow.
I was like, man, if I understood, numbers, but I was always encouraged by my math teacher. And my athletic director was my algebra 2 teacher in high school. And great guy. He was also my baseball coach too. So I played baseball my freshman year. I'm gonna tell you why.
Wow.
So,
wow, man. What?
My algebra 2 teacher was my athletic director. He was our baseball coach. And so I had to play.
Okay.
Right? But track season and baseball was at the same time.
Right.
My receiver coach was my track coach. So we're late to this track meeting because I gotta go to the baseball game. Because he's my algebra 2 teacher.
Right.
I'm up on deck. And I was great at baseball. I'm up on deck. You're ready to go hit. Center on my football team slid into the second base head first and broke both his arms. Let's go. We are really interested in damn track.
That's it.
That's it. Never played baseball again.
Wow.
Let's go. You're gonna have to understand this.
Right.
It's over with.
So is it still a math teacher or?
Not now. But it would be somebody that can help out these kids. I don't know what position would you call it. I would love to help these kids on a different note for us, mental. These guys in sports with NILs, deals, mentor, something as far as the lines of protecting these kids from agents, for people that's taking advantage of it, and teaching the parents how to mature to business opportunities. Like just because you're in a situation to where you're not so good right now. My brother just went through this. My brother just went through this with his son. And so say somebody offered you at a different school or something.
Right.
Different situation. I got all these NIL stuff on this and that. Don't jump at this because of the situation, right? Think down the line. Would they offer you a house now? Or they offer you $100,000 now, and this dude ain't stepped on the court? Watch King Richard. When King Richard was it Serena? When Venus was in the room, they offered her $3 million Nike did. She never played a game at professional level. Didn't even touch the court. And Venus, as a young girl, feels like this is not what I want. Y'all ain't even see me play. Y'all want $3 million right now.
Right.
Imagine what y'all gonna do when y'all see me.
Right.
So her first round wasn't as good. She started getting into herself, but she hadn't played in years.
Right.
She was going everybody won. So we went from $3 million to $1 billion deal overnight. Right. Just like LeBron. LeBron had a chance to.
Sure did. He walked away from it. And,
10 of million.
I think it was somebody. He had a big amount, but he walked away from it. He walked away from it. He went back and got on an airplane and walked away.
There's an 18-year-old or 17-year-old kid.
And he knew then. Yeah.
Like it's just certain stuff that you don't want to get caught up in. So trying to protect these kids on a different level and help these parents out. They can get stuff on them. It's going to be a situation where they can't turn down. How do they get there? You got a situation, bro. Like trust me, I had a kid in high school. I had 2 kids in high
Mhm.
You don't think $3 million could help him out, or even $20,000 at the time? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
$10,000 at the time.
Did you take any deals?
Man, this devil was so strict back then.
You couldn't do it.
No, bro. Man, listen. I wish I would have got that Cam Newton too.
Is NIL running the game? It is.
I don't want to say it's NIL. I want to say it's a transfer.
Okay.
NIL, I think the kids deserve money, but they need to structure a certain. That's nice. Right now, the kids ain't getting taxed on about it.
Really?
You know,
they getting the whole thing.
I'm gonna go back for a year.
You got your every bench. You just gonna sit on the bench and coach.
That's it. Get my uniform on.
Wow. Is there anything you got going on, man? You want people to find you? Anything you got coming up you want to let people know about?
Man, as of right now, man, just traveling with TJ with basketball, man. They doing this thing. He's still writing with It's crazy because we go from football to basketball, and that kid gets better because he wants to get better. He's there to strive. We're at a place right now. Every day he's asking me to go. Every day he's asking me to go work out. And as an 11-year-old, you don't find it.
Right.
And that kid, if I don't do it, he don't do it.
Right.
Sometimes he don't even ask. He just be downstairs working out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get phone calls from parents all the time, like, "What the hell you to put my son through? His arms hurting and his stomach sore."
Right.
He said he was working out and stuff with Trent. I was like, "Oh, that's little Trent. That's TJ, not this Trent."
Right.
But I ain't had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Actually, I thought they was outside.
Right.
But it's stuff like that that we doing, man. The ropes with TRP will be back real soon.
Okay.
We got some new stuff coming up, man. Working with that. We want a lot of stuff to start doing some more outreach stuff in the community. Okay. Actually got a couple of different bills to be the face of helping these kids to be situations that we were just talking about. Right. When we get in black and white, we're gonna come here first. We're gonna let everybody know what's going on.
Appreciate that, man.
Got some different opportunities with, stepping into a coaching role. Okay,
coach.
We're gonna see.
Okay, Coach Trent. I want to be at the first game you coach.
Yes, sir. Just know, man, that they got the opportunity to play with me, play for me, or to be around me in that type of setting. They're gonna get coached the right way.
I believe definitely that.
Mentally, on and off the field, your kid's gonna get the best coaching situation.
And we appreciate that from you, man. I appreciate your time, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and extend my seat to you too if I'm not here, man. And you got the time, and you can always sit in my seat any day, bro. You know that I let you sit in my seat when I was on the radio station. So anytime, bro. I love you, man. All right, guys. It's Trent Richardson, the one and only. You guys have a good one. You guys stay up. We'll take care of you guys later.